Hi, welcome to the Pursuit of Truth. So I heard a bit of the American President Joe Biden talk about the billions they're going to give around the world for COVID-19 vaccines, which is great. Big countries have finally noticed the rest of the world. Humanity's finally woken up. I didn't actually hear the whole speech, but the clip they played of Boris Johnson at his meeting in America, where he was talking about humanity should grow up and etc. But it's interesting that, because when you look at the idea of giving vaccination and billions of pounds to help them do it, and around the world to poorer and middle countries, it seems like a good thing. And yeah, it is a good thing because, well, assuming that there is really that this vaccine does work, I've got to be careful what I say, otherwise someone's going to press a button and use it against me. But the problem is that, well, actually, financially it's helping companies like Pfizer. I assume that's an American company. So basically, the American government's putting taxpayers' money into a pharmaceutical company, and then they're going to give those vaccines to the poorer countries around the world. So they're actually helping out their own economy in a little way by injecting that money into it, even though at least it's doing some good causes. But it's not as good as it seems in that sense. But what I really wanted to talk about is, so humanity's finally woken up and seen that we need to help each other. But the thing is the real reason why Western countries are helping poorer to middle countries is a selfish reason, because like everyone keeps saying that we can't just vaccinate our own people, we have to vaccinate everyone, otherwise, because this is a coronavirus and like colds, they just mutate and change. If you don't sort it out everywhere, although transmission isn't really stopped by these vaccines, then they're going to mutate and then come back to us. And that is the reason, the logic they're using for this. So there is a sort of selfish agenda to this. And it makes me think that, wait a minute, so, okay, you're willing to give billions of pounds because you realise there's a risk to yourself, and maybe you're also looking out at humanity, let's give them benefit of the doubt. But what about all the suffering and inequality, the starvation and all that kind of stuff that goes on every single day? What about all that? These presidents and premiers and prime ministers who have up-to-date information about all the things going on, that could know about every single suffering that's going on, every inequality, that the system that you are championing and keeping going on, couldn't say it then. And what about fixing those problems? Because that's the thing. They won't give those same amount of money to fix a country with the starvation and things like that, because it has no benefit to them. I mean, I know there is charity work and countries do give money as charity, but they also, a lot of the times, these countries are also heavily taxed for the loans that they've taken out with these big wealthy countries, and sometimes they do write them off. Yes, I agree. But that the system of money, the system of, well, the restrictions that money gives you, that you then can only help out if you have money. Even though, let's just remember, money, what is money? Money is pieces of paper from trees. Okay, money's more than that. It's an economic thing. What is it based on? I don't know. Is it based on the amount of gold? Whose gold? Remember that. So this whole system, this archaic old system of the past, we're still using and just modifying a little bit and jazzing up with digital. But it's still that same system of bartering. We don't have to do it that way. But what I was hoping is that, why can't these people with power, with money and influence, see that the system doesn't work? See that, wait a minute, we don't just need to help when it's going to help us. You know, that's like it's not really like charity as it is in the biblical sense or Quranic sense. You know, you have to do something that doesn't actually benefit yourself, whereas giving these COVID vaccines does benefit ourselves because of the idea that if you solve it there, the mutations won't come back to us. Let's do something where that isn't done, where we can stop. Can we not stop starvation on a planet? I was going to do a globe then. On a planet, yes, that has enough food for every single person, 7 billion, whatever it is. There's enough for 70 billion people if it's properly done. What's stopping us? Divisions and borders and patriotism and countries and money, man-made things. But yeah, it's just what I saw. It's great that countries are helping out other countries, but let's help them out in all these other things so that every country is equal. But they don't really want that. Western countries don't want that because that's why they're having the climate change things. That's why they have all these different things to try and, you know, keep them unlevel. But why? What's the benefit to mankind keeping countries? Because let's look at it, the truth. Before you hit that button and you say that I'm trying to make out that countries should be different. I'm not. What I'm saying is countries should be the same. We all should have that good level. And there's no reason why we shouldn't have that good level. Why should one country be up here and one country be down there? What is the purpose of that? It doesn't help us as a total. Take care, take it easy, God bless and peace. It's like I'm saying the same things over and over again and nothing ever changes.